I am off to a night market, or maybe even two night markets, and perhaps a restaurant. But actually, the only thing I'm really doing is looking for an excuse to go for a walk here in the evening. It may not look like evening. It's a little after 5 o'clock. I don't think it gets dark around here until about 6 or 6:30. But this is my second walk of the day, so I expect that it will be a little bit short. When I was out walking around this morning, I discovered that it's a buyer's market for tuk-tuk rides these days. According to some of the drivers, the tuk-tuk drivers that I talked to, I guess this is the low season, maybe the very low season for tourism. So they're not really getting many customers. And they're offering me an hour or 2-hour drives around town for $2. Now, I've been to most of the places that they talk about, so I'm not really interested in going to them. But I feel bad because I always turn down these rides, and it's clear that they're desperate for customers. So I'll see about this. Maybe next week, if I feel like just taking a cool, breezy ride through town, I'll hire somebody just to drive me around. The best part about coming downtown or coming out on a time like this is that a lot of the street food stalls are just opening up. So there's going to be a lot more selection as far as street food goes, I think. I see a lot of shops that sell both Khmer food and Western style food. But I also see standalone restaurants for Indian food. And just now I spotted one for Mexican food. Plus there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken not too far from here. Haven't seen anything like McDonald's or a Burger King yet though. And frankly, I thought I'd see a lot of those around here, but not any so far. In the crafts market, there's all kinds of things for sale, including clothes. So one of the shops wondered whether I was interested in another t-shirt or a pair of cargo pants. I've lived in Asia long enough to know that there is absolutely no possibility at all that they have my size. So it doesn't even make sense to look. In fact, the shoes, when I bought shoes here, actually I didn't buy them here. I think I bought them in Kuala Lumpur. But finding my size shoe, the correct size shoe, was one of the hardest things I ever did as far as clothes shopping goes. I think I went to 7 different stores who carried the type and brand of shoe that I wanted, but did not have, until I got to the 7th one, of course, they did not have the correct size. So buying clothes, if you're a Westerner, is very difficult. Even me, I'm not really that tall. I'm 176 centimeters. For my US viewers, that's about 5'7", maybe 5'8" if you count in heels and things. But it's very difficult to find the proper style, or not the style. The style doesn't matter, as you can probably tell, but the proper size of clothing. It's very difficult to find that. Street food culture is huge here, especially at night. There's markets all over the place. There's even special areas of town that are just lined, where the streets are just lined with stalls like these. You can get all kinds of different food. It's one of the things that I find most attractive about this part of the world is that food, snack food or comfort food, however you want to call it, is so accessible. I think these chairs were obviously made for children. But I feel like I'm sitting on the ground. But I ordered some phatt Thai, I think it's pad Thai with tofu. It looked like pad Thai on the menu. And as you can see, we're street side. This restaurant is a pop-up right along the street. It happens in the evening. Here are the condiments available at my table. This looks like some kind of soy sauce. Oh, it is soya. This is chili, although I have to say it looks like a mild chili. And this looks like the nuclear option chili. It's hard to tell. I'll have to smell it later when my food arrives to see. And then here's the utensils. There's spoons and chopsticks. Pad Thai, if I'm right about what I ordered, is actually a chopstick type thing. This is what showed up. You can see this is a typical Pad Thai, I think. It's a fat noodle dish. And instead of meat, I got it with tofu. And it comes with peanuts and chilies. And yes, here it is, limes. So it's what I was expecting. There's also bean sprouts, and it looks like some kind of lettuce. What I first suspected was mild chili sauce is not mild in any definition. Between the temperature and the chili and the runny nose, things are getting hot. And that's the last of it. A sumptuous meal. What a nice way to end the day. And as I hoped for dessert, I have a sweet roti. I got two of them, one with banana and chocolate, and one with egg and Nutella. Yeah, I know, an odd combination, but if you've ever have a chance to try it, it's delicious. I'm sure you've seen these before. They're just breads, fried bread, and instead of the usual savory one that you get with either the bread or the egg, these are actually sweet. The bread is the same, but they use more butter and usually something sweet like bananas and chocolate. I got these to take with me back to the hotel. And I think that's going to do it for tonight. Siem Reap and probably every small Asian town in the world is more fun at night. During the day I get a lot of walking in, but it's always like 8 billion degrees and I'm usually the only one out. At this time of night though, the streets are packed. The sidewalks are packed. The shops are out. The little restaurants that'll pop up along the streets are out. It's just, and on top of everything else, it's a lot cooler right now. It is hot, but even walking, the breeze generated by me walking is cooling. This would never happen at 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be seeing you.